Hey, good evening, everybody, and good evening, Fumika-san.
Good evening.
It's nighttime, Tokyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another new studio that we're in.
Summer night. It's nice. No, usually we have the fireworks. Maybe not this year again.
That would be a good place to go next time. Or have
Fireworks?
have fireworks going on in the background.
Okay. Popping
During the summer,
like that?
yes. Not okay, maybe not moving. It can be.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah. Well, let's do that. Let's
Okay.
find that place.
You can
next
arrange
time.
the firework company.
Yep.
Book them, please.
I will do that. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is exciting. Now I should have worn this T-shirt last time.
Love
It's
dealer.
my favorite T-shirt.
It's
Love
your
dealer.
favorite T-shirt.
It's my favorite T-shirt. Yes.
Yeah, you
I-
should have worn it last time.
I should have. Yes. I bought this especially for my Shinoharu performance in June. Yeah.
You don't wear your kimono?
I wear my kimono, but just to get myself ready for the performance, I wore this to the place, the theater. Yeah.
See.
So red is my favorite color. And,
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
love
that.
red. You know, the thing is, what I'm thinking now is I want to dye my hair red. That's my one of my biggest dreams.
No.
No.
It's
Well,
it's gonna affect
Yes.
all the stories.
So,
Everyone's
yes.
gonna pay attention to your red hair rather than like
Yeah.
the old guy in the story.
So
and,
I want to try that because a while ago you said that if I have an animal face in my T-shirt, and people will look at this, or you get distracted, right? I want to try that out. If I have red hair, is that going to distract people from the story?
It depends. Okay, so if you were to gradually make it like
Oh, okay.
a
Okay,
gradual,
if I
like
do
all of a
it
sudden,
gradually?
yeah,
Okay.
maybe it'll be okay. And then it'll just be like a very natural thing. Shinoharu-san has red hair, you know?
Yeah.
But if you all of a sudden went out on stage with that color red,
Right.
you know, hair, it would be like, what? You know, everyone would be like, what happened? Why did he do it? Like they would want to know a lot about why you did it.
And then I would explain that and then spend my 15 minutes on stage just on that.
Makura could
Makura.
be about
Yeah.
why you did your red hair.
Uh-huh,
Okay, so if you give an explanation, then it might be okay. But
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
all of a sudden just started the story, it would just be like mind-boggling. I would want to know. It's like,
Yeah.
you know.
I'll clarify that. But, and then if I go into a classical story, probably my original story would work either way. But if I go into my classical stories, I wonder what difference that would make. So the visual part of myself sitting there, how it would affect the picture that's appearing in the audience's mind.
It makes a very big difference, like what you see.
I would assume. But maybe I'm sort of assuming maybe it would not. Maybe it would not to the extent that I'm thinking. So
Well, you'll have to test it out.
yeah. I've never dyed my hair red.
Have you dyed your
So-
hair at all?
I have done it once while I was in college.
Oh, okay.
Bleached. So very brown. Yeah. I wanted to look stronger. I think my intention was wrong, but I felt that I was playing rugby, and I felt that I was the smallest guy, skinniest guy in the team. So everyone attacked me, and so I thought, okay, I should look more macho, and I dyed my hair.
And brown hair made you feel more macho.
Yeah, for me, I did.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, that's important. If it makes you feel stronger, I'm sure that what you feel inside actually comes out.
right.
So it'll help you.
Yeah, they
either
attacked
way.
me anyways, though. Didn't make much of a difference. Have you ever dyed your hair like blue, green,
No,
red?
I've never. No, actually, so I've dyed the tip of my hair, like
Yeah?
just I've bleached it,
Yeah.
like probably 5-6 years ago. That was the first time, but I knew I was going to cut it anyway.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was just playing around and I bleached the tips of my hair. But Otherwise, I've always had black hair.
How did it change yourself?
I felt stronger.
You felt stronger.
I did.
Yeah. See.
I felt cooler and stronger.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't, and even if other people didn't think so, I did from the inside.
See?
I felt stronger.
See?
Yeah, you're right.
That happens.
It does.
Did people notice?
Of course.
Yeah. And did people ask you why?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Yeah, they were just like, but I was like, I'm gonna cut it anyway, so I just wanted to play
it's
around. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to play with red hair. Yeah.
I'm excited. Is it gonna happen soon, or are you just?
I'm gonna have to choose a time where I don't have a show with my master.
Good point.
So in the following months, I have a couple of shows where I appear with my master. So after that is over, and I will be myself. Then I'm free to choose my own color.
You would have to change your whole wardrobe though, because your kimonos.
Yeah.
It would have to kind of blend in and look good. You can't wear like.
So if I wear my black kimono, then it would fit perfectly.
That would be that would be nice. But then if it was like I don't know. Light blue.
Yellow.
Light yellow, light blue, which is supposed to be like a calm, soothing, and all of a sudden it's like the red hair, Maybe navy would be okay. Brown might be okay. Like, I don't know, just my personal opinion.
Yeah. I could imagine that.
You would have to change what you wear.
Right.
Depending on your hair. Oh, I'm excited.
That's interesting as well. Yeah.
Can you one time show us a collection of all your kimonos?
All my kimonos.
Do you have?
Well, that's gonna fill up this.
No, just pictures.
room.
Pictures.
Oh, pictures.
You can just like slide it through.
Okay.
That would be cool.
Yeah, and it'll be only like 5 pictures. So
Wait, you have more?
I don't have that many kimono.
I see.
So so I was talking about the dialogue in the dark
Yes.
the last time, and I went to the event they were doing in Tokyo, and oh man, it was so fun. Yeah. So you said you've been there, right?
Yes, I've been. I went to the one like maybe 10 years ago, or maybe it used to be in Gaenmai.
Okay, so around the Shibuya area, right? Omotesando Shibuya.
Where it's like a different location now.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Where'd
mine
you go?
was in Takeshiba, so it's near Hamamatsucho.
Okay. But,
so different place. Yeah.
Different place, yeah. But I think I went to one of the when it was first open in Japan. But it was I loved it. Like I had my friend.
Was it like a interpreting job related?
Oh no, I just went personally. Like I think maybe probably friends from overseas had recommended it to me, and that's why I went with my sister. It was something that obviously like you've never experienced before.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
And I understand why you want to talk about it if you had just recently gone, because you're just
it's so big now. I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Especially share it with someone who has done it, who has been there. And I went there because Kojima-san, who is the studio owner, recommended it highly to me, and he didn't tell me much about what's involved there. So he just said he recommends it highly, and so I went with no previous information, right? And I was sort of a bit scared a little bit about, what you would be doing in complete darkness, and maybe I was not able to imagine complete darkness, but it's 100 minutes, and I thought before I began, I thought, wow, that would be long, What if I want to go to the bathroom in the middle? Well, how am I going to find the bathroom? Like I was worried about these kinds of things. You leave everything at the locker, your phone, your watch, everything, and so you basically have nothing on you, and you go in there, and it was a group of 6 people, and you go on a tour in complete darkness, right? I'd never experienced that. So if I close my eyes and I open it, it's no difference.
It's like pitch black.
Yeah. That doesn't happen in Tokyo, at least. You can't find that place in Tokyo. And so you just... And also because of the COVID-19 situation.
Yeah.
We were carrying a cane, and so keeping distance with the other participants. But we were walking like this with a cane.
Okay. Because when I went, it was always just like touching with your hands.
Oh, okay.
You know, obviously because
Yeah.
right now, you know, COVID, you can't do that. So.
So, wow, yeah. So this was more reassuring, I guess, having that cane. And
Social
when you bump
distancing.
into other, you know, when you bump into someone else, you say konnichiwa. So it's like when you hit, you say konnichiwa, you greet. Konnichiwa, konnichiwa. And you put nickname on yourselves, and you call each other by nicknames. And so I was Haru-san. And so people we would be going exploring inside the place and say the first person would be going, Haru-san, there's something on the left side, so you take a slight right turn, or you communicate a lot. And that was one thing that was so reassuring in complete darkness. The sound you hear, the words you hear were so valuable. Yeah, was what I felt. Did you go in a big group?
It was a group, yeah. I can't remember how many people, but it was a few people for sure, yeah.
And did you like call yourselves with nicknames?
I think so, yeah, because obviously we had to talk to each other. So I think we had, I can't remember what our nicknames were or whatever, but I just remember, like you were saying, when you first enter that pitch black, you open your eyes and it's pitch black.
Yeah.
It's like that moment, it's like all the other senses, you know, wake up.
Yep.
Of course, it's always awake, but it's like, that's why the value for a voice is like 100% more than, you know, what you usually feel
and
like.
You hear, they have slight sounds playing. And you hear those like from far away, like the sound of insects or birds. And you feel like, and the smell. They have special smell for certain areas.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Smell of the trees. And yeah. And wow. It creates an image in your brain. And I don't want to give out too much clue about
for people
this
who want to
event,
go,
right?
yeah.
But I would say that 100 minutes was an instant, immediately over. And yeah, it was so much fun.
It zoomed by. It was so long ago, and I don't remember the details, a lot of it, but I remember the time just like passed so quickly. It was like, oh my God, we're done already. Like I wanted to experience more and like, you know, do
that
more.
I would not have imagined before. Like 100 minutes seemed to be a very long time to spend with just 6 people, strangers together. But no, without any alcohol, without nothing. But when you went, you had alcohol.
We had alcohol because it was like we were able to probably experience all 5 senses. You know, we were able to wake it up. So hearing, smelling, like you mentioned. What else is there?
Tasting,
yes.
Right, and touching.
Touching, yeah. And then eyes,
visual.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 4 senses you use to the full extent.
Yes. So we were all sitting at a table, and we had the choice of like juice or beer. And of course, I chose beer.
Yes.
It was like
you were the only one who chose beer.
No, a lot of people chose beer. It was like all adults.
Did beer taste different?
It probably. I just remember it was just so good.
It was just so good.
Because everything is like
okay.
it feels. You know, you hear all the little things that you don't usually hear. Like for tasting, also, it's like you can taste everything so much more because you're like lacking the chance to see it and
Wow.
But it tasted really good.
Seeing the foam is one big joy of drinking beer as well, right? So you're not seeing that, and then you're just you don't know what color this beer.
Yeah. So basically, you're like, we're given the thing, but we're not given it to. I don't think it was given to us like directly. So we're like, we have to like find it, and then we have to make sure we see the, where the hand is, and then we're like drinking it. So there's a lot of things to be worried about.
Yeah.
And then you bring it to your mouth, and you're like, oh, it's like this this is it. It's like the happiness of being able to like, have that sip was also just like enhancing the experience.
You should try it at home.
Yeah, maybe.
to make it taste better. It would be difficult to make complete darkness at home.
At home, yeah. Well, you can do the blindfold.
Yeah. So we didn't have that because of the COVID-19 situation. So aside from tasting part, we had everything else. Playing games.
What game did you play? Oh no, maybe we shouldn't give it away.
Maybe
But
not?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not, but just
interacting with the other people,
which involves communication. And I would have wanted to see how things would taste in complete darkness. But you're right. Every sense gets sharpened, and you feel every sound vividly, more than usual. And what I felt was the person who was leading us was a blind person from, I think, Nepal.
Oh, okay.
So
spoke Japanese?
He spoke Japanese. He led us in Japanese, but. So he was leading us, and he was leading the games, but we were just wandering around. He would come directly at me, and he would find the place. He knew where everything was. He was in control, completely in control. But when I was talking to him after the
experience,
the experience, he said one of the most difficult parts of daily life is getting on a train, and especially trains like Yamanote-sen, which goes in circle around Tokyo, where you don't have the destination. It's either you go left or right, in circle. And so when you want to reach a certain place, a certain situation, a certain station, it's difficult to find out from the announcements. So you have to ask other people, which is this train going to, for example, Ikebukuro station. Is this a short way to Ikebukuro, or is this a long way to Ikebukuro? Because either way, you're going to be reaching that station. But so wow, I thought it's very important, and he would be asking people.
Because maybe I just haven't noticed, but there's no braille like saying where the map or anything. I haven't actually noticed. I know there's like the yellow blocks on the bottom so people can walk, but you're right. I mean, of course, if they can hear, but sometimes it's like in Japanese, or you're not really like it's too loud, so you can't hear.
Yeah.
It might be inconvenient, but.
So, but. Yeah, I found out that communication is so essential for blind people. When I experienced myself, only 100 minutes, but it was so reassuring to get an answer from them when I asked something, or just voicing out information. Yeah. So I thought, I shouldn't be shy about talking in public, in just...
helping?
Yeah, helping.
You're right. Maybe like a lot of people in Japan especially, we're not really, I don't know.
We're not not nice, but we're shy about I guess people think like I don't want to be showing off my niceness.
That too, but I think like, because when I was in the States or in Hong Kong or Thailand or wherever, I remember like we had like a lot of volunteer. We had to go. We were able to go to like places that had, blind people or deaf people, and we were able to interact with them.
Yeah.
But I think in Japan, there's not very many opportunities to interact with people like that. So I think maybe people in Japan are a little bit scared to even, they don't know how to approach, or they don't know if it's appropriate to go and help them, or is it rude to actually help them? Will it offend them? So I think maybe it should be part of education more. Maybe I'm sure there's classes that do talk about it, but.
So what I felt was when I was walking with my cane, and sometimes I would hit other people, right? And if I get a voice from them, I could react, right? So, but if I don't get a voice, I couldn't react, right? I would say maybe I'm sorry, but I don't know what they are thinking. And so, but sometimes reflecting myself as well, if someone was walking on the street with a cane and someone hit my foot, I would just move away without saying anything, just thinking to myself that that would be the polite way. But I should say something. I should say, oh, there's a guy here, so you should squeeze to the right a little bit, or something like that.
Or I'm okay, so help them, right?
Yeah, or something like that.
So after having experienced that side of, after having experienced it,
it's a great learning experience, and it's purely very, very fun.
I mean, it's more than entertainment. It's a learning experience, and I definitely want to take my kids. I've always been looking into taking my kids, but they've been my younger one has been too young, but now he's elementary school, and I was
above elementary school,
yeah. So I've been looking into it, but then COVID and everything. But I'm glad to hear that you've experienced it and you felt safe and everything, right?
That's safe.
So, and I haven't actually
midways, everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I haven't actually experienced the one where you use the cane. So I'm and summer vacation's coming up, so I'm totally gonna book it.
Yeah, it's so fun. You should book a time. They have the on their schedule, and they have how many rooms are left for each time slot.
The vacancy of each day, right? Yeah.
So if you're gonna go with 3 of you together, you should choose a place where there's only 3 left, because then you would have 3 other people.
I see. Rather than
that's more fun.
Oh, okay. Because I'm glad you gave me that advice, because I probably would have chosen somewhere that only seems to have maybe we'll be the only ones, because I wanted to just do it by ourselves.
But it's interaction with the strangers in the beginning, but you get close to each other. That's really fun.
You feel the bond with them afterwards?
I totally felt a bond with the 4 strangers that I was with, and one of them was my wife, but the 4 strangers,
I'm excited to book
and
my
also
ticket.
the leader. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. I would be curious. So, related to the color of my hair, I would be curious how Rakugo would be enjoyed in such a pitch dark condition.
Rakugo and the situation matches perfectly,
probably.
Because your tool is the words and the power, of your the way you express it. Of course, sometimes you using the chopstick or the fan as a chopstick. That's part of it too. But I was always saying, I hate you wearing a T-shirt that has something, because it interferes my imagination.
So the thing is, your senses are more sharp, right? So I would have to be careful about the volume of my voice to show the distance between 2 characters, and I would have to adjust it more precisely than with visual, probably. But that would be very, very interesting.
You should try it.
I will. Yeah. And maybe do some erotic stories.
Different time.
Different time.
Yeah.
But
pitch black erotic stories doesn't. I don't think that's a good situation. So.
perfect situation for some people.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but that would be so much fun.
Yeah, I'm really glad you mentioned or you're sharing your experience with us because I've kind of forgotten about dialogue in the dark. I was looking it up, but I was too busy and I was kind of scared with COVID and everything. But
this summer break,
dialogue in the dark,
must choose destination. If you're living in Tokyo and if you're looking for some, I don't know if they're doing it in some other areas of Japan, but I'm sure they're doing it in Tokyo, near Hamamatsucho, Takeshiba. That's where you want to be. Yeah.
Book your tickets.
Book your tickets.
Are you being endorsed by them or something?
I'm not being paid. I'm just saying. Yeah.
You just want to.
I want to go again. And they have another program called Dialogue in the Silence. Yeah. So that's a different approach.
Yeah, I want to experience all those too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to do the same thing again with a different group. Maybe that would be a total different experience. But the first time would be the best.
Yeah, for sure. But I definitely want to go. I've been, but I want to go again.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
The program is probably different.
But even if I went back then, I still wanted to go. But it was always booked. I feel like it was always busy. But then they stopped doing the experience for a while.
Book right away.
I know. So after this, I'm going to book it.
If this goes out, if this program,
everyone's going to book it. Oh no. Yeah.
Those 25 viewers watching this program. Yeah. So you shouldn't give too much clues to your children.
Yeah, for sure. If we go, yeah.
Don't give them too much information, but they're gonna love it. Yeah. So I'm sure you're gonna love it if you try. Just give it a try. And I'm not gonna give you any more clues.
Yes.
Just enjoy. 100 minutes right away.
I think it was 90 minutes when I did it.
90 minutes?
Yeah.
So it was 10 minutes longer
for
the games.
Or explanation.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely something that everyone, maybe there might be some people who don't like it, but it's still going to be an experience that they will never forget. Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
So we're waiting for your comments after you're experiencing. Right.
Dialogue in the dark.
Yeah. So maybe next time I can hear your comments as well after the summer.
If I go with my kids, yes, for sure. When I do go with my kids, I'll definitely let you know. Yes.
Yeah. And one thing that I regret is I didn't buy their T-shirt.
Oh, okay. So if I do go, I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, send me a picture of the T-shirt.
I'm not going to buy it for you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll be waiting for that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
See you again in the summer.